Hello, it's been a couple of weeks since I did a video, so time for an update. First of all, hope everybody's staying safe and virus free as far as possible. I guess the way things are, most of us will probably end up getting it at some stage, but yeah, until your time comes, stay well, look after yourself, and yeah, all the best with it. It's awkward times, isn't it? It's all very different. I must admit, yeah, affected me a little bit to start with, to be honest. It's just weird. For the first few days, I was just thinking, well, I'm working every day. I'm working at home. I'm not going to the office. That's closed. So yeah, just working at home all day. You work a week, and then you get to the weekend, and you think, well, why did I bother working a week? I can't do anything. But yeah, hopefully this will pass, and then we can get back to doing things again. But yeah, a world without pubs is not a world I'd ever sign up for, to be honest with you. It's pretty grim so far. I just hope the places I used to go to, and and same for everybody else, all the things you enjoy doing, and that the places you used to go are actually able to survive this and still be in business when it all finishes, and we can get back to something like normal. So a horrible feeling the world might look a bit different, in that say a lot of the things we do and enjoy might not be there anymore. But yeah, that's a bit bleak anyway. We'll move on from that. But yeah, as I say, main point, I hope everybody's well and staying safe. Yeah, so as far as lockdown goes, kind of thought it would be an opportunity to get a lot more painting done. It's not really worked that way so far, to be honest. I think with both of us in the house, it kind of all the time, it kind of feels a bit rude to disappear upstairs for hours on end. It's actually better when we're coming and going, and there's some time when I'm in the house on my own, to be honest. That feels a bit more acceptable. But I'm sure I've got a plan for that, which I'll come back to in a moment. But yeah, I have managed to get some time upstairs and do a little bit of painting here and there. So this is the latest edition. Napoleonics, obviously, for sharp practice, to two groups of Highlanders with a couple of officers and a musician. Painted these up as the Black Watch Highlanders, for no other reason than it looked like the simplest tartan to do, because I've never done anything like that before, and I was a little bit nervous about it. If you are thinking of doing tartan at any point, check out Leon T66's video on it. I think it was painting the 92nd tartan or something he called it, but it's a really helpful video. I pretty much followed that method to the letter, and I think it's worked out okay. Bring this one up a bit closer so you can have a bit of a look. Like with most things, the closer you get, sometimes the worse it looks, but I think that's sort of turned out okay, to be honest. And definitely from a little bit further away, you get an impression of tartan going on. So yeah, I was quite pleased with that. Yeah, so say 2 units of Highlanders. I'll put some close-ups at the end, so you can see the guys at the back a little bit better. The odd one, I don't know if anyone knows this. This was a black powder figure. I got it free with something at some stage, and I sort of primed him up, and I decided he'd make a decent sort of sergeant figure. So I put some stripes on him, and yeah, interesting character. But yeah, when I was sort of painting him, I noticed a few things actually that I hadn't noticed when I was sort of getting him ready. But he seems to have a slightly different bare skin there, and at the back, whereas the others have got short backs to the coat, he's got sort of long backs. So I'm wondering if he is actually a Napoleonic figure. If anyone knows, that would be interesting. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm going to use him for the time being. If I decide it looks so ridiculous that, but I don't think that's a problem. But if it gets to the point where I decide it looks ridiculous, I can always swap him out and get another one. But for the time being, he'll do a nice job. I mean, he's a great figure. He looks, paint him up with a nice ginger beard. seemed appropriate, but he's a lovely figure. Who, yeah, really nice character for. So yeah, I did want to use him. So yeah. But if anyone knows what that is or what it's meant to be, I'd be interested. But yeah, so it'll do me for now for what I want. So yeah, that's the main thing we've been doing lately. I'm also painting up another unit of rifles, and when I've done that, I think I'll probably do a gun as well, and then I'll have a decent sort of British force for sharp practice, and then I'll get back to doing a few more French. So I've got both sides, I think, and then we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, just keep them busy. I think probably will end up doing a lot more painting over the next few weeks, and that's where I go back to plan. yeah, as I say, it always feels a bit bad to be disappearing upstairs for hours on end and leaving the wife on her own. So I had a plan as to whether we could do something sort of together a little bit odd. But we play a lot of board games together, so she's not averse to gaming, and she's a bit of an artist on the quiet, does sort of watercolours and things. So she's definitely got an artistic streak in her, and she really likes her animals. So I could have hit on the idea of showed her a few pictures of burrows and badgers online, and yeah, she seemed to be quite interested, so I've picked up the rule set and a few figures, and I think we'll have a go at sort of painting some of those together, so that way I can get some painting done, but also spending some time together. So that's the plan. So we'll see how it goes, and also while we're sort of isolated, we can play a few games. I've got my table in the garage now, and I've got a little bit of terrain and a mat and what have you, so I'm sure we can throw down and have some games. I had a read of the rules. It looks relatively straightforward and looks like it should be good fun. So yeah, that's the plan. I've seen lots of people on here have got it, and I'm sure most of you are aware, but the figures are amazing. I sent off only put 12, so we've got 6 each. Collection of sort of got a large one to lead, and then some smaller ones to follow. But yeah, the figures are amazing. They're very expensive, to be fair, so they should be, but the detail and the sculpt is just, I've never seen anything like it. Far superior to any other figures I've ever had. So yeah, really looking forward to painting these actually. Primed them up now and given them a wash with some dark tone to sort of pick out the details and make it easier to paint. That's a Hare Knight, I believe. He's going to be the leader of my band. So we've got 12 figures. I won't put them all up, but just a couple of examples. That's going to be one of my wife's, a cat huntress apparently. But yeah, just an amazing figure. Really nice. Going to be great fun to paint. As I say, and with these days and weeks that we're going to be shut up indoors, it should give us something we can do other than watching the telly, which is fine, but gets a bit boring. So yeah, at the moment we're sort of watching telly and playing board games. They're the two things available, but this should give us another option hopefully. So yeah, that's where I am really. I've got a quick one for Gary. I did see your video where you called me out to show off the lead and plastic pile, and I will do that at some point over the next few days. As I say, I lost my mojo with it a little bit with this whole lockdown and whatever else. I got a bit fed up for a couple of days with it all, so I lost the mojo a bit, but it's coming back now. Kind of accepted where we are and try and make the best of it really. Yes, I owe you a video, Gary, and I will put that together. It'll be quite a long video, I'll warn you now. There's a lot of stuff to go through, but yeah, I mean, I wasn't, to be honest, he was talking about Salute, and I wasn't really planning to buy a lot of Salute this year anyway. I've got far too much to do already, and having just bought this Burrows and Badgers stuff, that's another batch of stuff to do. But I was more going to Salute really, just pick up a few bits and pieces, a few supplies, and yeah, just catch up with a few people. But yeah, it's a shame it's not happening, but yeah, in the current climate, it's quite trivial really, isn't it, to be that's certainly a first world problem compared to some of the other things going on, and it looks like they've got other uses for Salute which are going to be far more important, so for the Excel Centre rather, which are going to be far more important. So yeah, we won't be grumbling about that, and hopefully everything's back to normal and we can go again next year and have a good day out then. So yeah, that's rambling on now. It's getting quite late. I'm probably quite tired, but yeah, I thought I'd get this up before I go to bed anyway. So yeah, just an update. I put some stills at the end just so you can see some of these guys a bit closer up. But yeah, another batch of figures for sharp practice. So getting close to having a decent force now. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, subscribing, everything else. All the best. Enjoying your videos. Keep them coming. Say as once people have got into the swing of the lockdown, I can see it could potentially be quite productive. Obviously, you know, when the world deals you lemons, you make lemonade, don't you? Is the old saying. You've got to make the best of a bad situation. So take care, stay safe. Thank you very much, and we'll speak to you again soon. All the best.